If as a six-figure woman entrepreneur who is on the road to and beyond seven figures, you find yourself putting out fires every single day, spinning on that hamster wheel and you just can't seem to get off, or functioning at capacity day in, day out, and hitting plateaus and not being able to bust through, I got you. And I think it's because of something that I like to call the leadership gap. Keep listening if you want to learn more. If you and I haven't met, my name is Shelagh Cummins. I'm the CEO and founder of The Road to Seven. We provide financing, coaching, and training for women entrepreneurs who are looking to get off of that crazy hamster wheel and shift to a place of calm and confidence in their business so they can take it to the next level. We help you shift to profit without having you work 24/7 and sacrifice all the time with your family. And if that is what's happening for you, then today I'm going to help you see and identify whether there is what I call the leadership gap happening in your business. Here's what I mean. When you're growing and scaling your company, your roles and responsibility inevitably evolve. They evolve into ones that include leadership. We are very, very good at leading our communities and our clients. We know this because you'll know this because you will be feeling that at capacity because you're always in service. That feeling where all you do is give and give and give to your clients and you don't seem to ever receive anything back. It's possible that you're giving and giving and giving and you're having that feeling of, oh my gosh, I cannot work another minute. I have never worked this hard and yet I still can't pay myself the money that I want to be paying myself from this company. What gives? There's a good chance that you have really honed your leadership skills for your clients. You know how to fulfill on the promises that you have. You might be doing so at the expense of yourself and your team. You know how to make sure that your clients get results, and it might be at the expense of you and your team. That is a leadership gap because you are only looking at 1/3 of the leadership that's required to run your company. The second piece where we tend to be better, but there's always room to improve, is this concept of leading your team. If, as a founder, you don't have space in your week to be having meetings with your team, and if you haven't hired people who are going to be key decision makers and have full autonomy over some functioning within your company, then you are never going to be able to let go of the reins and have this company be bigger than you. It's why you can't get off the hamster wheel. I'm telling you, I see it every single week. People come to me and they're saying, oh, this is what's going on. I'm working all the time. I can't keep up. I'm terrified that new clients are going to come. I'm at capacity. I can't do more. And my first question is always going to be, well, what are you willing to let go? Oh, well, I don't know. The clients have hired me. I'm the only one who can deliver. I can't bring on a team yet because I don't really think that I have enough work for them, but I'm already at capacity and I'm afraid that I can't bring more people in. You can see that there's this juxtaposition where I want more and I want a team, but I'm not really willing to give anything up in order to make that happen. And the number one reason I see that people are not hiring a team is because they are afraid of taking on the financial responsibility. And what if all this work that they have right now dries up? Well, what if all this work that you have right now could even grow exponentially when you brought the right people onto your team? So instead of focusing on, well, what if everybody goes away? What if we led our team to be building the systems and processes to be able to sustain exponential growth? In order to do that, my friend, you are 100% going to need to give something up. You are going to need to let go of the control. Well, I can't. I have trust issues. I don't like trusting people. Or I hired somebody in the past and it didn't work out. I hired my mother's friend's sister's daughter's uncle, niece. And it really was a terrible experience. And then now I don't talk to so-and-so anymore. We can do it different this time. When you are leading your team to success, it means we are putting the right people in the right seat and helping them become autonomous over making the right decisions to help your company grow. That is team leadership. And you're going to say to me, oh no, I don't have the experience. I've never led a team before. I'm not a good manager. And how do I know that? Because I've had that story too. And it's just not true. Of course, anytime you work a new muscle, it's going to be sore at the beginning as you build up its strength, as you figure out its flow. It's the same when you're leading your team. You've already figured out how to lead your clients and your community. Otherwise, you wouldn't have broken through that 6-figure barrier. But if you're knocking up against 125 to 250, which is a very common plateau area for solopreneurs or for women who haven't made the right strategic hires yet, it's because you're not flexing. There's a leadership gap in your business. You have to be leading your clients and we have to be leading the team. But that means we haven't even talked about the most important leadership piece, which is why you're feeling so burnt out, which is why you're functioning at capacity. Part of it is that you're not willing to let anything go, but the other piece is that you are not leading yourself to be the leader and the visionary and to be that entrepreneur that's building this next level business for whatever reason. I've seen every reason in the world. Well, I don't want it to take up any more time, or I'm a little afraid that it's going to be successful and blow up and I'm never going to be able to see my kids, or what if I hire all these people and then it doesn't work, or what if this all goes away tomorrow, or it's just a fluke that I have the clients that I have. Is this resonating a bit? Because these are things that have been said to me in the last month, probably, when I was talking to people. Your ability to lead you, to help you become that beautiful next level version of you, to step into the role of a business owner that's larger than you, to remove yourself from the day-to-day functioning in the infrastructure of your company so that you can take a holiday, so you can book off to go watch your kid in a track meet if you want, so that you have the time and space to be able to create that new program that you want, so you can make those strategic moves that are going to help bring your business to the next level. You've probably got every reason in the world about why you can't take those actions. You are resisting it with 2 feet. I saw this hilarious meme the other day on Instagram, and it was a picture of a dog with his legs and his arms against, well, I guess 4 legs, against the door frame. And the owner was trying to pick him up and walk him through the door out into the cold snow. And he just put them up and he pushed against the door. But he had to go to the bathroom. And so he had to walk through the door into the snow in order to go to the bathroom. And then once he got in the snow, he did his business. And then guess what? He discovered that he kind of loved snow. And it was such a beautiful analogy for how we function when we're not leading ourselves to greatness. We're resisting that thing that feels really hard. We're procrastinating that phone call that could be a game changer for you. We're sitting on the proposal that you really want the results from for every reason in the book. But if you're not leading yourself to take courageous action each and every day, you're not going to step through that door and see the joy and excitement and fulfillment that's sitting on the other side. Friends, there are leadership gaps in our companies. You are the leader of not just your clients and community, not just your team, but you're the leader of you as well. Listen. If you find that you're stuck or you're at capacity or you're hitting that plateau or you can't get off the hamster wheel, just hit reply and just say, I want off or I want in, or tell me more, because I want to tell you about the program that we run here at the Road to 7. The people who've joined our mastermind have joined because they've plateaued. One woman said, I joined because everything that you and I had talked about has happened. and I don't know what's next. I don't know what that next level is. Somebody else joined because she has not launched one, not launched two, but has launched 3 companies since through working with her in various stages. And she's come back and said, Shelagh, I don't know what's next. I'm a little bit bored. We've had another woman come in because she has never achieved the success that she has achieved to this date, and she's just not sure if it's sustainable. And so all we're doing is helping fill the leadership gaps and the system gaps and the profit gaps in their businesses so that they don't have to be firefighting all the time, so that this business becomes larger than them, so that they can shift to fulfillment and satisfaction. Because if you're sitting there and saying, gosh, I've never made this much money, but it's still not feeling worth it, then why are you doing what you're doing? Your business can be profitable. It can also be fulfilling, and you can have full control over your time at the same time, because that's what we help you do every single day. If you want more, just hit reply. If you're not ready for that transformation or you want to stay where you are, no problem at all. I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I will talk to you next week. Take care.